Hello, everybody. Let me show you a sphere that you can 3D print. It has this sphere. It's one of it. It has many features. It's parametric. Parametric. So let's go to the sphere. So let's go here and share screen. Here it is. Here's our sphere. Uh, this sphere is made out of 24 rhomboids, which are bolted together. And I will explain more just ahead. So if you see, let's go, let me show you what the one, just one, all we have to do, we just need to design one rhomboid. This is a rhomboid. It's like a square. You can think of a square, but just with slightly different dimensions in the sides. And you can see it has an hexagonal grid. So that's by having an hexagonal grid that allows you to see the inside. You can use this sphere for many different purposes. You can use it for sphere-based motion simulators, such as the Nova 360 or the new Spyder motion simulator. You can also use the same approach to build yourself a Virtuesphere. You know, the one that it's a motion simulator, but you get inside and you walk. It's mostly used for shooting games. Okay, and now one of the great features of this kind of sphere is that you can adjust the size of its main features. Like, for example, we can adjust the size of the sphere. I'm not gonna do that right now because the program, it's kind of heavy and it would take a few seconds to update. But let me see. Okay, what I'm going to do, what makes the program a little bit heavy is the number of hexagons we have here. See, the smaller the size of the hexagon, then the more hexagons we are going to have here. And that's going to make it the heavier, the slower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the hexagon size by 2. So we're going to have half as many hexagons. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Hang on. Let's see if we can fix it. There it is. Okay. So as you can see now, this hexagon size is much larger, which means we have less hexagons. That allows us to manipulate the other parameters without having to wait for the program to update. So like, for example, here I can adjust the shell thickness. Right now it's at 0.3. Let's see what happens if we move it to 0.6. Okay, do you see the shell thickness, which is the same as the grid thickness, it doubled. Also, the frame thickness doubled at the same time, and the whole position also adjusted accordingly in proportion. Now, for example, if I want a larger frame height, I can go here and let's see, let's double this one. Let's make it 3. Okay, you see now the frame height updated by itself. We can also adjust the hole size. Let's make this twice as big. So right now it's 0.08. So let's make it 0.16. Okay. Let's even make it bigger. Let's make it 2 or point 0.4, just to make it more north. Okay. It has a maximum right now, so let me adjust the maximum size. Let's make it 5. Okay, so now we can increase the hole size. You can see how the hole size increases, and this is helpful because it, you know, it gives you the opportunity to decide what size bolts you want to use. Okay, we can also adjust the whole position, whether we want it closer to the center or far away from the center. See, this is also very important. And now, and we can also adjust the frame width. So if we want a stronger frame, then we make it thicker. And you can make it as thick as you want. And you can see how the holes, they stay in the same place. Everything stays in the same place as we adjust. Once you have made adjustment to all of these parameters, then we can go here and then we can increase. This is the last parameter that we want to manipulate. So because when we increase the number of hexagons, then that's when the program gets really, really heavy. So let me go ahead and now we're gonna have to wait. Oh, we didn't have to wait that long. That's because we increased it only to 40. But if we want more, let's see what happens when we ask for 60. Now we're waiting, so 1,000, 2,000. Okay, there it is, 60. Let's bring it up to 80. And here we go, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. There it is. And we can keep going. Let's try to, okay, let's go all the way to 120. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Now it's taking forever. Yeah, see, normally you don't really need to go that high. I think I've been printing my rhomboids with a parameter of 80,000. Oh, no, yeah, 80.0. And so God knows how long this is going to take now. Anyway, we don't really have to wait until this program finishes updating. Uh, anyway, so basically, I think I have demonstrated the features of the rhomboids that made up the sphere that we want to 3D print. Okay, it finished updating the number of hexagons. That's great. Anyway, so once we have one rhomboid, then all we have to do is just print 24 of these guys, and then we will have a sphere like this one. For example, okay, yeah, right now we have the problem that we we still have a very high number of hexagons. So it's going to take forever to update the game. I should have lowered the number of hexagons before attempting to preview any more forms. But there it is. Okay, so now you can see how when we start to add more rhomboids, then the sphere starts to take shape. So basically, to complete the full sphere, all we have to do is just keep adding rhomboids. And these rhomboids can be bolted in. And this this is a really good configuration for creating 3D printed spheres of any size. Of course, the bigger the sphere, the thicker the shell needs to be, the thicker and the higher the frame width and frame height have to be. And but there are ways that we can reinforce our sphere, and I will explain about that in a later video. But we can have very robust, very resistant spheres by adding what I call my trade secret, and that I will let you know about my trade secret for creating very strong, very resistant 3D printed spheres at a very low cost. So if you're interested in building your own sphere-based motion simulator, such as the Nova 360 or the newest Spyder home motion simulator for the VRH, then I invite you to come and join my Kickstarter campaign, which should start anytime soon this year. Before the end of the year, we should be able to launch our uh, Kickstarter campaign 2024. And so be there or be square. Thank you for your time. Stick around.